It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Niners are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against that Jets team. They'll need to figure out how much it can count on the run. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
a sneak. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now it's Jackson, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now the rookie's free. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he will find his man on the outside. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Wentz will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Another carry for the rookie. It's Henry. Room here to run. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, 49ers. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing, Hundley. Left side, it's Dorsett. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Jets are going to have a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Come on, let's go. Let's round. Let's round. Let's round.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Hundley. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Let's go.
And they'll run it here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now it's Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Check. Let's go. Back it. Over.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. And this is going to be intercepted. It's a first-round pick, Keanu Neal. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's fun to watch as these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Derrick Henry, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
4 down, 4 down. Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Leopard! Leopard!
Wins to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Look to throw here. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Looking to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
All right, now look at 57. Gun! Set. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Leopard. Watch the twist.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. 3-19. Gun. Set. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
Wentz now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive linemen, but they didn't allow that.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Carpenter knocks it through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing, Hundley. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now Hundley. And Hill with it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they're going to speed things up here. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
In the red zone this time. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of me.
And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And quickly they get to the line.
That's what led the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
On play action, they'll throw. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. A good pickup there, a 22.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
This time he'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Henry, the lone man in the backfield.
Let's go.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Detroit. Let's go.
They'll get the football here. Shreds the tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by the rookie Miles Killebrew. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they'll go on the ground. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They begin with Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie Jalen Smith. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go. What? 90.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Hundley. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. Throwing, Hundley. Steps away to his left. And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got some space here. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Green, Detroit.
On 3rd down, Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Wentz, got to have this one. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy that they kept it and did that. So, very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe just a...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 6th overall pick in 2015, Leonard Williams in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. To throw is Wentz. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wentz. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Here we go. Grand 38.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding time. He's going to go for a big... And that's caught inside the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Couple of Jets there in on the stop. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing is Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie Jalen Smith. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady.